Oh my God. Hello, welcome to Benchtop Open Mic. One Flew Over the Crow's Nest. It's literary. Have you guys read One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
No.
I know, Grace. That's my mean joke. Well, for those who have, I have a lovely co-host tonight, my nurse Ratchet. Give it up for Charlie Waring. Hey, it's nice. There's a movie too with not John Cusack, Jack Nicholson. You guys ready for some more stand-up comedy? All right, we've got a very fun list of comics tonight. Your next comic, he runs stuff all over the city. You might have seen him before, and you might have hit him while he rides his bicycle. Everyone give it up for my friend and yours, Will Miner.
Keep it going for my friend Kade, the Caitlyn Jenner of Richmond comedy. I'm kidding. Kade has killed no one. I'm kidding, of course. Not about the murder, but about my friend not killing anyone. Keep it going for Kade, everybody. The poster child for the Nazi youth. Come on. That's what they're looking for, baby. That beautiful cherub face on the front lines conquering the Rhineland, or whatever it's called. Oh man, I'm happy to be here. I actually did meet up with Kade in New Orleans. We were both there at the same time. Kade is a liar, though. They got hammered. He kept trying to steal plants. That is a bad combination when you're on Bourbon Street. Also, why is Bourbon Street so sticky? That was my one description of that place. It was very gross. I know. As you can tell, I didn't drink at the bar. I'm a fun time, Robin. I just stole you from Kade. Nice. No! I know, I'm an ass. I know, I'm an asshole. I don't really like how I look. I don't like how I look benchtop. I don't really like my look right now. I feel like I look weird. I don't really like my face right now. I feel like I look like Ted Lasso, but like if I was ordered to like teach soccer, it was like court ordered. I don't know. I feel like I look like a Burt Reynolds impersonator who hasn't worked for a long time.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, thank you, Robin. I said Tom Selleck last night, and I got blank stares. I was like, let's try Burt. You know the most hurtful thing is when you try to compare yourself to someone you think you look like, and everybody's like, no. Like, I did that with some comic friends of mine. I was like, yeah, I kind of look like Mateo Lane. Yeah, see? I know, I shot for the stars and came up so very low. Do you all know who Mateo Lane is? He's a gorgeous gamer. I don't know, Robin. I don't know. What do I do? No, I'm just kidding. You're tearing me apart. My love. Oh, God. I did ride my bike here. Kade was right. I did ride my bicycle here. That's how I got that awesome windswept look. I rode my bike here. Anybody ride their bike here in the city? Any bike riders out there? Oh, God. I have never felt more alone. Holy shit. I feel like I'm on a bike right now and you all are in cars trying to pass me. Oh, dear. Oh, goodness. I do like riding my bike in the city, though. It's really fun. It's really convenient. I get to ride my bike to a lot of the shows, a lot of the bars and the breweries. But I always notice you always get the same look whether you're riding a bike to a bar or whether you're biking away from a bar. People just look at you and they're like, wow, that guy definitely has a DUI. That guy. I'm just kidding, guys. It's a BUI. I'm kidding. It's a BUI. I was on a bicycle. They got me on a bike. Can you believe it? They got me on a bike. Got a BWI. You all know what that is? Biking while intoxicated. It's true, ladies and gentlemen. It was horribly embarrassing, this BWI. You all want to know how I got caught? I tried to stop for gas. I look like an idiot standing next to my 10-speed, just like, man, $5 a gallon. China, just, that was tipsy. Sheets to the wind. Oh, goodness, I wanted to try out. What else do I want to try out this evening? I'm not very good at communicating when I don't want to talk to people. I'm not very good at that. Not with you, Robin. You are my rock. But I'm not very good. Maybe some of you all can relate to this. I'm not very good at letting other people know that I don't want to talk to them. I'm not very good at conveying that. I'm a very non-confrontational person. I can oftentimes be very blunt, and I don't mean to be. For instance, one time I was at a bar. I was sitting there drawing in my notepad. A guy came up to me. He was hammered. He was like, "What are you drawing?" And I was like, "It's a sword lady." It was a lady with a sword. She was like holding the sword lady. And he was like, "Why are her tits so small?" And I was like, cancer. I didn't want to talk to him. I don't know. It's also the weirdest comment I've ever had about my artwork. I've never had anybody look at something I've drawn and been like, Will, bud, come on. I can't jerk off to this. Get your ass on DeviantArt with all the Shrek and Garfield and Sonic the Hedgehog having sex. That's for the young people. That's for the people who know about DeviantArt. That's for all the perverts. Yeah, we are many. We are legion. There are dozens of us. Dozens! Oh, goodness. What else do I want to try out tonight? I forget again. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy, I know. Sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm very tired. I just got off a plane I just got back from Riyadh. Boy, are my slaves tired. I'm kidding, everyone. I am kidding, ladies and gentlemen. Unlike those other comics, I have integrity. I would never perform in Saudi Arabia. I would never perform in Riyadh. I will only perform in North Korea. What's wrong? What do they do? Come on, guys. They have the name Democratic in their title. That means they're cool. You know a place is free when they're like, no, we've got Democratic right in the name. I do like, oh man, I don't know if you all are aware of this, North Korea, apparently North Korea, I do actually kind of want to go, and maybe some of y'all can relate to this because we're in a brewery. North Korea has a beer festival. I don't know if you all are aware of this. I know, right? It's so exciting. Also, tremendously high number of smokers. Why are they so stressed? But anyway, I really want to go to the North Korean Beer Festival. I hear there's a big winner every year. Oh my goodness, do you all know who wins the North Korean, do you all know who won the North Korean Beer Festival last year? It was North Korea, baby, come on! It's a guaranteed win every year. Oh my goodness, boy, I feel like we're in North Korea right now because that joke was so horrible I tortured you with it. Alrighty, I'm gonna leave you all alone now. Thank you, goodbye.
One more time for Will Minor. That's a nice boy, am I right? One yes. All right, Will, I'm sorry. No one likes you. Just kidding, that's mean. Cool. You see, the thing about hosting is you need to keep the energy down. That's the big thing. All right, your next comic, though. You guys ready for your next comic? You want to keep this thing going? Do you want to keep this thing going? Okay, I'll take that for now. I'm going to ask for better next time. All right, your next comic, he's a very funny guy. In fact, he is co-hosting a show this Saturday at Black Iris. It's going to be spooky, so if you like him, you should go hang out. And if you don't like him, you should still go hang out and hate watch. I love hate watching. But no, he's really funny, so please give it up for my friend and yours, James Copeland!
Thank you to Dennis the Menace, everybody. I'm going as Mr. Wilson. I don't know. I have the same hairline as him, so, you know, kind of evens out. Guys, me and my wife have the same birthday. Some people think that's like a huge sign of fate aligning, but I just call that being a fraternal twin. That one goes out to Grace, apparently. She's like, I knew there was something off there. Why are there only one parents at the wedding? You know, recently I used the word pussy in a joke, and someone came up to me and they were like, hey, you know, I don't love that word. Like, I don't think, you know, you should use that anymore. And I don't want to upset anyone, really. So I'm just going to get that word out of my vocabulary and just as a replacement start using the word slobber pocket. Okay, maybe here I'll run through a couple alternatives. Sausage wallet, fur burger, hair pie, axe wound. Is this spooky? That could be for Halloween. Stench trench. Banana basket, that's festive. Punch to lasagna. Okay, maybe I'll just stick to hoo-ha. I think that can't upset anyone. I just picked up a gig recently. I'll be performing during a marriage proposal. I should clarify, I will not be performing stand-up comedy. It is a music gig, but I thought it'd be a lot more fun if I were performing stand-up during a proposal. You know, just like the sun is setting, It's beautiful out. Everything is lining. The guy gets down on his knee, and I just walk over. I'm like, I watch a lot of gay porn. I'm not gay. I just like supporting an industry that's 100% controlled by men. Tough crowd. I'll just do a little crowd work. How do you two know each other? Engaged? I thought this guy was gay. No, I will not be performing stand-up comedy at a marriage proposal. I will be playing saxophone. That's what I got hired for. He wanted me to play a couple Taylor Swift songs, so I assume it's a white woman that he's proposing to. I haven't looked into it. Yeah, he wanted me to play one song, and then he wanted me to play a song called Champagne Problems, which I'm not a Taylor Swift guy. I had to look into that. That is a song about rejecting a marriage proposal. Not what I would choose. I would probably go for a song that's accepting a marriage, but doesn't that sound better? But then I thought about it. I think this guy is setting up a badass, like, rejection walk into the sunset. Just like, you know, trigger first song, gets down on one knee, will you marry me? No. Trigger champagne problems. Just pops on some sunglasses, throws in a cigarette, walks into the sunset, flipping the bird behind him. He's also a huge Swiftie, I guess, for that one. You know, I was thinking about going to Indonesia next time I have a vacation, and I heard about this coffee they have there. It's this famous coffee. It's what they do is they feed coffee beans to this jungle cat, and then the cat, you know, it passes through the digestive system, and they collect the beans and grind it up and make coffee from that. It's supposed to be like super expensive, super exotic. I think that's interesting. You know, I'm not trying to cast shame on that culture. I just want to know, who was the first guy to try that? Because we've all met that guy that's like, don't talk to me till I've had my coffee. But how far would that guy really go? Like, what did he try before he got to drinking cat shit? Surely you would drink your own piss before you would eat cat shit. I mean, that's just sanitary, you know? Also, how do they collect the beans? Do you think they just put a bunch of litter boxes out in the jungle and hope for the best? There's just a barista out there with a litter scooper and a espresso press? I don't know. A couple years ago, my wife went out of town. She was my girlfriend back then. And you know what they say? When the girls are away, the boys do play. So I went engagement ring shopping. Isn't that nice? Anyway, I went to a few places, but my favorite is this real spot on the west side of Richmond. It's called Luster by Adolf. You don't have to use the family name in the business. I don't know if they know that. Like Luster, I would have gotten the point, but then I found out they have some sister businesses nearby. They have handbags by Himmler. They have gyms by Goebbels. They have Rolexes by Rommel. And that's about as obscure as I can get with the Nazi officials before people start to get suspicious. Yeah. Yeah, their tagline was, "We take the Jew out of jewelry." All right, maybe not. All right, thanks, guys. Come to Black Iris this Saturday. See more.
One more time for James. He knows at least one more Nazi than I do. That's nice. That's nice. You should dye your hair too, James. Join me. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. We have a special treat for you, y'all. I didn't know if he was going to make it. I didn't know if he was going to make it tonight. But he's a very special boy. He's very funny. He has a show coming up too. I'll let you hear about it from him. Bryan, plug your show if you want to. Everyone, please give it up. I didn't just say his name. No, the secret's still alive. Give it up for Bryan Fountain!
Sorry, I'm real awkward. Sorry about that. Holiday season is upon us. Fun, right? I know it's Halloween, but I'm more excited for this year's Christmas office party. I want you guys to all go to your Christmas parties and try this little trick. You take a nutcracker and you stick your little dingling in there in the mouth, and then you go, look, hey, look, everybody, the nutcracker's blowing me. And then you go to, the office the next day. HR calls you in. Hey, Bryan, we're gonna have to let you go. What? It's ridiculous. That nutcracker sucked my dick. You gotta fire that nutcracker. You better fire that nutcracker, ho. Oh yeah, Bryan? Well, did the nutcracker shove popcorn garland up your ass and call them anal beads? I told you, I don't know who did that. I was drunk. Bryan, you're fired. Let's make some noise for the Epstein files. People crave those, right? People want to see it. Now, Trump and his administration, they say there's nothing to see. I'm going to call bull on that, I say, let the Epstein files out. I have nothing to hide. Ghislaine Maxwell, I fucked her. I keep getting banned from these apps here. I got booted off of Tinder. Probably had something to do with my bio. I said, not actually 34, I'm 15. As a freshman in high school, I'm solely looking for hookups. Yeah, so they kicked me off. I emailed them. I said, hey, it's a bit. I'm trying to be funny. Trying to use what I got to get laid. That's my sense of humor, though. When I do get some, I still keep the funniness in the bedroom, too. I bring the funny, I bring the laughs in the bedroom. Try this next time. You go to switch positions, turn her around or something like that. Just yell out, "It's morphin' time!" The Power Rangers. I also got banned off of Uber. They kicked me. I can't take Uber anymore. The drivers, I guess, talk and, don't pick this guy up. Don't pick this guy up. He sits in the front seat, and he looks you dead in the eyes and says, "Do you want Roadhead?" So yeah, they kicked me out of there. What the hell? Am I right, guys? What's this guy's problem? Here's my favorite, when I'm out, on a date or something. This is my favorite way to get a girl to go home with me. Hey, you want to get out of here? I'm out of money. Recently, there was a a sort of back and forth between USA rappers and UK rappers. They would drop a song dissing one another, you know, going back and forth. And this happened for like a couple of weeks. I am a patriot. So what I did was I made a song, but as a UK rapper, covert, you know? Said I wanna have sex with man, and man said that I'm gay. Me wanna have sex with him wanna have sex with me. Yeah, so go ahead and take that, Great Britain. Lame Britain, more like it. Hey, come on now. Hey, thanks guys, I've been Brian. Oh, let me plug that show. One, this Saturday at Black Iris, Chuckle Smugglers and Doorknob Comedy presents. So that's Saturday. And then November 10th, the Not Too Late show with Bryan Fountain at Basic City Beer Co. Let's bring Kade back up here. Thank you.
One more time for Bryan Fountain. Release the rap on Spotify, coward. I need it. That'd be my #1 song. I'll make it that way if you release it today. I got time. All right. You guys ready for your next comic? You guys ready to keep this thing going? We having fun? Yeah. I said, are we having fun? Yeah. That's nice. That's A+. Good job, everyone. All right, please keep that same amount of energy for your next comic. He's very funny. He's very funny. He has a skeleton on a horse on his shirt. Give it up for Cale Moore!
All right, hello, Benchtop. It's great to be here. I like Benchtop partially because they're one of the few places in Richmond that sells Underberg. Has anyone ever had Underberg in here? Yeah, one guy. Yeah, they're these little paper-wrapped bottles of bitters that you buy by the shot. And it's kind of funny how some of my favorite beverages all come wrapped in paper. You know, Underberg, Worcester sauce. I just chug that shit. But yeah, Underberg is a bitters, and so it's a lot. It tastes like pain and triumph and betrayal all rolled into one. It's like if they were able to bottle fist fighting your dad. Yeah, I learned some fun health information recently. You know, another thing about Underberg is that if you don't believe me that it tastes like fighting your dad, it also comes displayed in a leather belt. So, but yeah, I'm trying to get on a health kick recently because I learned about these new things called PFAs. You guys heard of PFAs? Yeah, so they're like these chemicals that don't degrade, and so they build up in your body. So watch out, microplastics. There's a new kid on the block. I'm hoping if I get enough of both that they'll just duke it out and they'll just exterminate each other. But yeah, I learned that the #1 source of PFAs are fast food containers. And I was like, fuck. And then I kept reading and it was like, #2 source, nonstick cookware. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So yeah, I have decided to start eating healthy, which is a difficult task for me. Last time I decided to get on a health kick, I was out. I was gonna get lunch from a drive-thru or something, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be better today. I'm gonna eat at Panera Bread. I don't know why Panera Bread like tricks me into thinking that it's healthy. It's just like, well, I'm sure there's salad somewhere in the building. While I'm like eating a roast beef sandwich dipped in buffalo sauce. Like it has bread in the name. I don't know what it is that gets me every time. But yeah, speaking of health, I got some pretty depressing news recently. My grandpa got diagnosed with leukemia. Just thank you, Jack. But yeah, it's sad. I love my grandpa. I'm gonna be sad when he goes, but at the same time, my grandpa's 87. He has an immune system like a screen door at this point. I'm surprised he doesn't have the plague. Like, I'm pretty sure my grandpa's biggest enemy right now is stairs. If anything's gonna get him, it's gonna be going upstairs. So, I don't even think he's gonna be around long enough for Make-A-Wish. That would be fun though. A shirtless John Cena leaning down next to my grandpa's bed. He's like, what do you want, dude? My grandpa's like, I want everybody to go back to the gender they were born as. I visited a haunted house in Richmond recently, getting in the spirit of the season. And it's called Red Vein. Anybody ever been there? Super cool. Weird part though was the theme. Theme was much better this year. I went last year and the theme was a party drug that turns you into werewolves. It's like, if you're gonna make a haunted house in Richmond, maybe don't go with drugs. Like I was walking through, I was like, I've bought weed in scarier places than this. Yeah, the hardest part for me with a haunted house is always making eye contact with the actors. No, I'm an awkward person. I'm probably a little on the spectrum, and I don't like conflict. So when an actor walks up and they're like, give me your soul, I'm like, sorry, I don't have any change on me, man. Yeah, I was diagnosed, as most of you in this room already know, I was diagnosed last year with ADHD. So I'm on a bit of a neurodivergent journey, and one thing I learned is that when you're in a relationship and you have ADHD, it is very easy to accidentally gaslight your partner. My partner will be like, we were supposed to go see a movie today, don't you remember? And I'll be like, I don't remember my grandfather's face. So, yeah, and here's the thing too, is like, I feel like dudes who gaslight are shitty, but also like, put some effort in. Like, if I was gonna gaslight someone on purpose, I would make it a lot more fun. I would walk in, my partner would be like, did you pick up the milk? I was like, what? And they're like, yo, the milk, you're supposed to go to the Publix. I was like, what Publix? They're like, the Publix in Carytown. I would be like, honey, that Publix burned down 5 years ago. All right, I think I'm out of time. That's been Cale Moore. That's been Cale Moore.
One more time for Mr. Cale Moore. He's shitty, but he's fun. Let's go. Your next comic is neither shitty nor fun. I feel like he'd think that was a compliment. I'm really just trying to make sure that when he gives me my Christmas gift, it's gluten-free again. I can't eat gluten. All right. Your next comic is not going to poison me. Are you guys ready to see him? Are you guys ready to see your next comic? Yes, I like the affirmative nod. You're in this and I don't even need noise. I love that. All right, everyone, please make as much noise as you can for your next comic, Jack Parker. Hell yeah. All right, y'all, I have a fun surprise for y'all. Are you guys ready for this? Your next comic is not a man. The bartender looks absolutely horrified. Like, no, it's gonna be great. Spooky, it's spooky season. This is fun. Your next comic, she's very funny. Are you in costume? No, you just have, okay. Wow. I thought you were cosplaying as a lesbian. All right, everyone give it up for the half being, I don't like that. Anyway, give it up for Jordan Phipps. Bye, Jordan, yay.
Oh my gosh, no. So I was at the Gold Lion before this, and everyone looked pretty normal. Leith looked fantastic. She was wearing a costume. I was dressed as the green M&M and not the sexy one. I felt like Mean Girls, where Regina was No, Kade was, you guys know what I mean. We're gonna move on from that. Let's get out the scripts. Oh yeah, I have this Among Us costume. Are we hip with Among Us, the crewmates? Yeah, I really like buying inflatable things, and I don't know what that's about, but I bought an inflatable Among Us costume, and I was actually gonna wear that to the Gold Lion and here, but I didn't. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. Sus, you sus, my cat is sus. What a segue. My cat's going through his teenager phase right now. Like, he learned how to slam the door. It's been a problem. He locked his sister in the bedroom when I came home from work today, and I was like, I don't know what that's about. He's like breaking shit. He knocked over this really cool magnet I had. He knocked over my cat butt magnets, but like, I get that. They were sexy? No. What? If I were a cat, of course. But he knocked over a magnet that said something very progressive and long. It was like, dismantle the patriarchy and systemic oppression, crazy stuff. And I was like, okay, is my cat a Republican? Like, what's going on here? I caught him listening to Andrew Tate. I don't know what to do about that. We're gonna fix them. Not in my house, boys. I have a crush on someone. Thank God he's not here. Am I right? He called me Bench the way I top him. Oh, that's okay. Thank you. I was simmering on that one. I love that shit. Also, I didn't top. I was so lazy. He's really tall. I'm not doing that. I'm 5'2". That's like, okay, whatever. We won't talk about sex anymore. I'm good at flirting with men. They're easy. But I'm not that great at flirting with women, unfortunately. Like, my thing was talking to a girl, and I'm like, come here often. Girls don't come. Do they? No, I have before. Have you? I'll flirt like a 12-year-old boy. I'll snap her bra straps. They love that. There was a girl I was talking to, and she did this, so I gave her a wet willy. She wasn't a fan of it. She blocked me. I really liked her, guys. What else am I gonna talk about? There's a lot of things that I still do, but it would be really embarrassing if I got caught doing it. For example, kissing my cat on the mouth. You guys say it's gross. Give me some kitty. Something I don't do, though, is I don't shoplift, and it's wrong. I don't know. I mind my business. I just wouldn't do it because I'm scared I'd get caught. It would be really embarrassing. Like, they put those people on blast on Facebook, and I work in a very rural area. I work in Chesterfield, and they would have a heyday. The psychologist steals. Scandal, scandal, scandal. I don't know. That's all I really had. Bench.
Bencher, I hardly top her. That wasn't good. I'm so sorry, Robin. Are you mad at me, Robin? Is your dog having a good, what's your dog's name again? Benny? Everyone give it up for Benny the dog. Named after Benchtop? Benny? That's a reach. I'm really, really trying to recover from that. All right, y'all. We have one more comic left before we're going to do a little host switch, so you won't see much more of me. Yay. Oh, thank you, Robin. You can stalk me if you want. I'll try. That's just fun. All right, y'all. Are you ready for your next comic? I like the affirmative. Yep. All right, y'all. Please keep that applause going. Keep it going. Keep it going. For my friend and yours, Danny McCabe.
And give it up for my friend, Prince Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Fuck what you did to Sansa. She's a nice girl. That's a 2012 joke. Hell yeah, hell yeah. You guys ever get a weird text from an unknown number? Yeah, all the time, right? All the time, right? Yeah, I mean, I actually got one not too long ago, but it was like, I actually figured out it was from a real person because the text started off as, "Hey, can I ask you a favor?" And I was like, "Who is this?" And she's like, "Oh, you don't know me." And I was like, "Awesome, you're definitely not getting a sincere answer." So she's like, "Hey, I'm having a rough time. I need some coping mechanisms to make myself feel better." She did not know she was talking to a stand-up comic who thinks he's really funny. So I said, "Well, I don't really have much of a coping mechanism. I just keep the gun in my mouth and let fate decide." And you know what she said? She said, "That's not funny." And I go, "It's not supposed to be funny. It's a coping mechanism." It worked last week. Oh, that's mic's on. You guys familiar with edible arrangements? Yeah, edible arrangements. Yeah, I saw this commercial for edible arrangements not too long ago. It was this married couple, right? And they decided that they were going to take a 23andMe DNA test, and they found out that they had a great-grandfather in common. And that's how the commercial ends. It immediately goes to, it's like, whoop, find out that your partner's accidentally related to you? Time to buy them a warm melon basket. But you got to give it up for edible arrangements. I mean, like, I think they're really brave for going to the whole, incest thing because, their biggest day has to be Mother's Day. And, just like IHOP, when they started selling burgers, they got to do that marketing thing. They could call it Oedipal arrangements. Yeah, well, they're not all that bad. I said that warm melon basket thing, but that fruit is all natural. It's all organic. They don't even use a drop of incesticide. Pollinators all the way. We got any weird fears out here? Yeah, who's got a weird irrational fear, guys?
Public speaking.
Puppets? Puppets? Oh, no, that's... What's a puppet going to do? Yeah, was Chucky a puppet? Chucky was like a stuffed animal. Yeah, Chucky was a doll, right? Yeah. Same with Annabelle. No one's shoving their hand up Annabelle, just being like, "Annabelle, could you imagine that as a ventriloquism act? I've never seen Annabelle. That's... So, Annabelle, how are you feeling today? Scary! Fuck it, whatever. But my dad's got a dumbass fear. He's afraid of frogs. Well, of all the stupid things to be afraid of, am I right? And I said to him one day, I was like, Dad, because when I was little, I used to catch frogs in the yard, and then I'd "Hey, Dad," he'd go "Ah!" And I was like, "Dad, why do you fear frogs so much?" He goes, "Well, when I was a kid, I had a dream that there was a big frog, and it bit off my dick." I said, "Dad, that's so stupid, because I had a dream about Rihanna, and the same thing happened, and I was like, nah, come on, Call me rude boy, I'll tell you that much. You guys got any friends who start dating when you have a friend who starts dating a new person and their new partner's always trying to impress you, right? Yeah. Someone laughed. It's people like, I had this friend years ago, right? And his girlfriend treated me like I was a child, right? So, like, we'd go out to the bars and I'd be like, hey, when we're done, we should go home and smoke after, like, we're done at the bar. She goes, well, I just don't know if we have time. But maybe tomorrow morning, if you like to smoke weed, I like to smoke weed. And I was like, what the fuck? Am I getting a step-parent? Yeah, little did they know, they did not last. And yeah, she ended up sliding my DMs about a month after they broke up. So that was awkward. You guys hear about what's going on with DoorDash? DoorDash? All right. There's this DoorDash driver, and I'm a DoorDash driver. And she fucking, she walked in when she wasn't supposed to on a guy who was passed out after he ordered food, and his door was creaked open, and she creaked it open, and she saw that he had his wiener out, right? Yeah, and she was like trying to start this whole campaign. They both got their accounts banned. It was a whole thing. But like, any of y'all ever lived alone before? Yeah, come on. Who doesn't love naked time when you're home alone? Thank you. I mean, my Macaulay's culkin' in the wind, all right? Fuck yeah. No, I mean, this similar thing happened to me, which is why I empathize with this driver, is because, you know, I would always get my DoorDash delivered, but like silently delivered, right? So I got the notification, it was at the door or whatnot. So I didn't feel like putting any clothes on. It was 2 a.m. I'm like trying to reach out my door, you know, trying not to expose my torso in case someone's coming out in the hallway. I'm grabbing the food, I look up, I see this little guy just sitting there with his phone. I go, are you with the app? And he was like, what app? Yeah, it turns out he was with Grubhub. All right, guys, my name's been Danny McCabe. Thank y'all so much.
Give it up for Danny McCabe. He's gonna whip his wiener out when he gets home. That's nice. You know who else loves whipping his wiener out? The host for the rest of this mic. Uh-oh. No, listen, he's really nice. You're never gonna see me again. It's just gonna be him. I'm sorry, Robin, I know. But he's like an evolution of me. Like, imagine if I got leg surgery to make me taller and look the exact same otherwise. Everyone, please give it up for your host for the rest of the evening, my friend and soon to be yours, Charlie Waring.
Hey, what's up, Benchtop? Yeah, we're still having fun. Yeah, I'm just Kade walked off stage and ate a Super Mario mushroom, and I'm still Kade. So that's, you know, I was picking out my outfit for tonight, and I was like, yeah, no other white guys are gonna wear flannel. I'll be safe. I like it when the mic it sounds like I like said something fuck that try to censor me. I don't know. Yeah, anyways. Is anyone here superstitious? Who's superstitious? What's crazy? Does anyone have any crazy superstitions they want to share? No, yeah, that's a hard question. I'm like, that's not a easy answer. I don't know. This is my superstition. I don't make fun of bald guys because I think if you make fun of a bald guy, you go bald. So I don't, but also at the same time, so I don't make fun of bald guys, but any bald guy, I'm like, at some point he made fun of a bald person, so I don't feel bad for him. I'm not gonna mock him, but when this guy was a kid, he pointed and laughed at a bald person, and God's punish. That's just like a weird thing that is like I'm paranoid about. I'm also paranoid about, I feel the same way about making fun of short people. I think if you're a tall guy, you make fun of short guys, you get short. I saw it happen, like my grandfather, he was like a really short guy. He passed away a couple months ago, and my family were looking at, you know, old photos of him, and he was like tall when he was 25. I was like, I don't know. My grandpa, I think he fucked with like the Lollipop Guild or something. I don't know. It made him short. So I'm saying all that to clarify. I'm not making fun of short men when I say this. I'm not making fun of short men. But I do want to say that short guys, stop letting women call you a short king, okay? They're making fun of you. It's not, you think it's a positive, they're being condescending. I get mad for short men when you hear someone's like, I love short, what? Don't let them call you a short king, that's fucked up. You're the shortest widow king with your widow kingdom. You have so many widow peasants. Because no one calls a tall guy a tall king, right? They just know they're a king. They don't have to be told. I don't know. No, but I don't fuck with short people either. I don't fuck with short guys. Sorry, I stumbled. I'm drunk. But, because short guys know how to fight. That's, in my experience, like, short men are like the guys who do the most fighting, right? They know, like, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, karate, other things. They know all that stuff because they have all this spare time because no one wants to fuck them. So they know how to fuck you up. So again, I'm trying to fight for them. That's... All right. I don't know how this is going to go. Well, I figured out why women are angry all the time. It's because they don't have pockets. I don't know. I thought that'd be funnier. Okay. It's fucked up. I'm starting to get... This is another thing. And also, let me say this. This is a cultural thing for white people. I like getting involved in stuff that's not my business. But... I'm mad for, like, women don't have pockets. I'm turning around. I'm like, why are women, they forget things all the time. It's because they don't have pockets. They have to put it in a purse, and then they got to change purses. That's hard. Meanwhile, I'm a guy. I keep everything in my pants that I wear to bed. I have my wallet and phone on me at all times. Unless you're a thief. In which case I never have those things. I don't know. I'm getting involved in things. I don't know. Fuck, Mom. I kind of want to get diabetes. I kind of want to catch diabetes. I don't know, because diabetes, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Monjaro commercials. And they make diabetes look fun. That's what they make it look fun. I'm trying to catch diabetes. I don't know. I'm trying to hang out at country fairs, see if I can catch it there. It's my favorite Monjaro commercial. There's a Monjaro commercial. They got this plump guy. Plump is the best way to describe him because he looks like a character from the Candyland game. He looks like his name is actually like Prince Milkshake or something. I don't know. It's my favorite commercial of all time. He's this plump guy. He uses Monjaro. He goes to, he's a part of a soccer team, okay? And the whole soccer team, they're all plump like him. They go to play. They all meet to go play soccer, okay? They put the ball down. They're like, we're going to play soccer. This guy, the main character, he's the goalie. He goes to the goal. They start the soccer game. One person shoots a goal. This man immediately stops it, and then they go, okay, that's good. Let's break and end the soccer game. And then they have a barbecue, and they eat. I don't know. I'm just saying, diabetes looks fun. It's, I feel like you maybe have to see the commercial, but I'll do one more quick one because I'm the host. But I also saw this other commercial that they were like, end child marriage now, right? This is like a political ad, end child marriage. And let me say this, I'm against child marriage. It blanked out. I'm against child marriage. I don't get it. I don't get child marriage. Like, how can you be married to a kid? Like, your first year anniversary, what does that look like? You go to a fancy restaurant, you pay all this money, this fancy French restaurant, and then your wife wants to order the dino nuggets? Come on, that's... I don't get it. How can you be in a relationship with a kid? It's like, how do you talk about your future? You're like, oh yeah, 5 years from now, I'll get that big promotion, and you'll know long division. It'll be great. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, I don't think these guys are marrying kids for their personality, all right? And that's... It's for their butts. All right. Okay, I thought that would win everyone back. But good news is I'm the host, so you have to put up with me. And coming up next, your next comic, she's super funny. Give it up. It's the very talented Nadine Donnachie.
Charlie created a fun little puzzle for me with the mic stand for when I got up here. You guys, I was helping my niece with her homework yesterday. I don't want to brag, but I taught her everything I know about prime numbers. Later, we Googled it and corrected the worksheet. She's 10 years old, and she just became a flexitarian. So means that like she's trying to not eat meat, like she'll eat it if it's the only option, but she'd rather not. And based on everything that I know about her diet, I pretty much just take this as her way of telling me that she's cutting back on chicken nuggets. I do. I have a 10-year-old niece, and I don't have any kids of my own, but I spend a lot of time with kids, and so I get a lot of those advertisements. I've been seeing one a lot lately. It is for Millie Moon luxury diapers. Has anyone else seen this? Millie Moon luxury diapers. I was like, finally. If there's anything that I'm constantly hearing from my friends who have to buy diapers, it's how they aren't expensive enough. How they have not yet been able to spend enough money on this disposable item. Let's see what else. Okay, I know that I wasn't here for his set, but Bryan Fountain did a bit about nutcrackers, right?
Yeah.
Nutcracker fellatio? Okay. I take issue with this bit. I take issue with your bit, Bryan. Because it is October, and you need to wait until after Thanksgiving to do this joke. Thank you, Jack. Jack gets it because he's a Cancer. Oh, man. Let's see. I do. So I don't have any kids of my own. I do have a friend who is pregnant, and she and I were like looking through a baby name book the other day. You know what name I really like? I like the name Vito. Vito is the name that I've given to all the children that I've had aborted. You can tell that I'm not cool enough to have ever actually been in that situation by the way that I use phrases like children I've had aborted. I hurt my shoulder the other day, and I was just picking up the cat, and like it wasn't even the fat one. That's the part that makes me mad. If it had been the fat cat, it would have been reasonable. Like 17 pounds, okay, fair enough. 7 pounds? My shoulder can't even handle 7 pounds now. Okay. You guys, I am pretty religious, and in my religion, we're pretty big into genealogy. And so there's this app we use called Family Search, and if you open that app at the same time as anyone else and you're in the same room, the app will tell you if to any degree you are related to anyone else in that room. So sometimes at church they'll be like, hey, everyone pull out this app, let's do this. And you know, it's just fun to like have your dating pool cut in half instantly. Like the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. I'm getting older. I'm 30. I recently turned 34, and it's the same age that Madonna was when Tupac referred to her as an older white woman. But as I've gotten older, a lot of my friends are not members of the church anymore. Just fine. I just want them to be happy. I want people to do what feels right for them. But it can be a little bit weird. Like, it's sort of sad to watch your friends go from being abstinent to just not getting any. I'm single, I'm pretty sure. Have you ever been in the talking stage with someone for so long that you start to wonder, like, does this dummy think I'm his girlfriend? But I'm single. And I have a friend who just recently got into a relationship this past week, and she and I were talking about it, and she was like, you know, Nadine, I just feel like if a guy really likes you, he gets his act together and just starts to act right. And I was like, are you telling me that no one has ever actually liked me? All right, thanks. You guys have been great.
Keep it going for Nadine, everybody. All right, your next comic coming to the stage. She's one of my favorites. She's an absolute mad woman. She kills people and puts them in her basement. Woo! Sorry, I'm spoiling one of her jokes. But she's very funny. Give it up. It's Amber Hendricks.
Thanks, Charlie. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna stand over here. So maybe I just hold the whatever. Can people hear? Yeah, sounds okay. Okay, I'm gonna just stay completely still. I don't know about you guys, but I like horror movies, scary movies, and I saw a lot of these like way too young, you know, like inappropriate for my age. Like I saw Rambo: First Blood when I was in elementary school. And if you don't know what that's about, it's a movie about hardened Vietnam War veteran John Rambo getting his first period. And he was wearing a poncho too, which led to a lot of hijinks. And just coincidentally, the same thing happened to me when I was 13 years old. I think it's really funny when older people who don't believe in climate change are also really obsessed with energy consumption. They're like, close that door. You're heating the whole outside. And we're like, that's what we've been trying to tell you. Heating the whole outside. I think the scariest thing for me about the advent of AI is that I no longer know which animals are actually friends, right? Yeah, I'm like, is this an odd couple or an illusion, right? Are that cat and wolf really jumping on the trampoline together? Because if so, my small business idea has legs. Okay. Oh, I was recently voted most likely to die in a home fall. Okay, so I was in North Carolina recently, and I saw a bumper sticker on a car, and it said, "In the event of rapture, this car will be unmanned." I thought, so stupid and so funny, because like, what hubris, what delusion to think, if you are raptured, those of us left behind aren't just gonna steal your car, right? This is bad boy town now. It is a Jeep Wrangler, so we will just use it for scrap. But we are going to take it, right? Can you imagine if one day just all the Christians disappeared? Don't threaten me with a good time. Right? We could smoke cigarettes, listen to rock and roll, read the books we want to read. I did hear recently that Stephen King is the most banned author, and I was like, well, I think that's okay, right? Like, he has contributed enough, right? We don't need anything else from him. Okay, I'll do one more that I'm working on tags. So everyone, I'm sorry, who's heard it ad nauseum. I've been thinking a lot about the virgin crocodile. Yeah, if people are familiar with this news story. Benny? He's not even looking at me. Jeez. So if you're not familiar, it's a story about a crocodile who lived alone in a zoo since she was 2 years old, right? Lived alone in the zoo for 16 years. She's 18 now. We can talk about it. Alone all this time, and she laid an egg, right? Very fascinating. Nature is wild, okay? And she laid this egg, and I don't know the physiology behind it, but in my mind, she was in this zoo alone, just masturbating so furiously. Right? Like maybe she parked herself in front of a pool jet. Or she was just using her little croc arms to diddle her little croc clit. There could have been bamboo involved. Don't knock it till you tried it, okay? But anyway, her body just got so confused that it made an egg. And you might also be like, wow, sounds like the birth of Jesus Christ. Except this actually happened, okay? So she laid this egg, and you might be wondering also, what was inside of the egg? Yeah? No? Okay. No one is. Benny? Eye contact. Thank you. Okay, inside of the egg was a perfectly formed baby crocodile that was dead, okay? And I forgot to say that one of the really funny things about the story is that the news articles, when they were talking about this, almost without exception, called her the virgin crocodile. They were like, wow, way to put her on blast. Nobody would fuck her. Okay. So anyway, you're like, where is this going? I do think it could be a good cautionary tale, right? Like if you do not want children to masturbate. I am obviously pro-masturbation. You can tell by my bangs. But I think if you're a parent and you don't want your child to masturbate, right, you should not tell them they're going to go to hell, because who cares, right? Gen Alpha wants to go to hell. They want to find Ronald Reagan and beat his ass, okay? So if you really want to scare them, you should say, if you masturbate, God might think you're lonely. No. And put an egg in you. And inside of that egg will be a dead baby crocodile. And I again, like, I don't know, you know, they're rewriting the textbooks currently. I think it's appropriate. It could be worked into the science curriculum. Okay, goodbye.
One more time for Amber, everybody. All right, your next comic coming to the stage. We pulled a little prank on her. We told her that tonight was a 1950s sock hop, and that's why she's dressed the way she is. Please give it up. It's Grace Moyer.
That was the weakest handshake I've ever felt. If Charlie was a shittier person, he would have introduced me as the only comic with worse bangs than Amber Hendricks. I'm sorry, Amber. I love you. I love your bangs. I thought people would laugh at that. Oh, God. I'm cut off. The mic's like, stop being a fucking bitch, Grace. God. Yeah, I thought maybe other people would be in costume. But don't worry, every male comic dressed up as each other. Thank you. This Halloween, I find it important to remind everyone that my culture is not your costume. And when I say my culture, I'm talking about having my ass out in public and wearing way too much makeup. Thank you. It's okay if I'm mean and I'm talking about myself. I should have done that first and then, you know. Yeah, I was supposed to wear this last night. I host a mic at Strange Ways. I was gonna rename it to Strange and Unusual Ways, but I was stuck getting drunk at the airport. Yeah. I'm not strange though, I'm normal. Yeah. I think everyone else should be normal. A while ago, I was texting this guy that I met at Kroger. Willow Lawn, not Lombardi. Not Lombardi. I'm not a whore. But he was like, pick one, me or Drag Race. You're asking me to choose between you and RuPaul's Drag Race? All I know about you is you're like a tall, beautiful man. So is RuPaul. I don't know why men are always trying to compare themselves to my favorite TV shows, but like that's not the first time. One time I was fully having sex with a guy and he said, "Am I better than Community?" I was like, first of all, no. More importantly, the show you made me turn off was 30 Rock. Be fucking normal. Recently, I went to Germany. I got there, my family said that I had to get on a train to a place called Ostmanshausen, but it was spelled exactly like Assman Sausen. I was like, you want me to get on a train to find an ass man? Usually I just turn around. Then we were traveling and I saw a sign for a place called Homo Monument. I thought that was funny. I turned to my gay sister. I was like, is that where they got you? She was like, Grace, you know that's actually like a memorial for gay people who were killed in the Holocaust. I was like, fuck, I thought it was another Ostmanshausen situation. Okay. One last joke. I'll tell you guys a scary story, a spooky, scary story. One time a man was going down on me and I could feel his teeth. You know? I was like, how am I getting toothy head as a girl? I didn't think that was possible. It was like, you know those videos where they hook a man up to a machine that like simulates period pain? You know, and he's like, oh my God, now that I've felt this pain, I'm gonna respect women. That was me, except I got one toothy blowjob and now I'm a men's rights activist. Okay, that's the end. I'm Grace Moyer. Bye, guys.
That was a firm handshake that time. All right. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure the mic is good. All right. Your next comic coming to the stage. He's super funny. He's a bit of a legend in Richmond. Please give it up for Cuzzo. Woo!
Hey, Richmond. Actually, I came up here for some advice. I needed some advice from my progressive friends, and Richmond is the most aggressively progressive place I know. Because my son's favorite holiday is Halloween. He's 4 years old, and it ain't just a fad. It's been since he's been 2. Every cartoon, he wanted the Halloween version. And I think I might be raising a little black goth kid, and I don't know how the hell to do that. I'm a recovering homophobe myself. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I come from a family of very homophobic. Like, even my gay uncle is homophobic. I'm trying to tell you. So I don't know, because, you know, I don't know if any of y'all got kids, but, you know, you look at your kids, you wonder where they're going to be, where they go. Because we all think when your baby is born, you got a smart-ass kid, right? You do. And you treat them like royalty. You call them your little queen, your little king, not your short king. That's different. You don't want Uncle Charlie cussing them out. Like, no, you're king, you royalty, you know what I mean? And somewhere along the line, you just begging them to stop being the damn village idiot. Like, so, you know what I mean? But you look, you wonder how they gonna be. Are they gonna be Christian? Are they gonna be atheist, agnostic? Is he gonna be straight? Is he gonna be gay? And as I was thinking that, he crossed his leg, and I was like, oh shit. He's either gonna be gay or a billionaire, because I've only seen Russell Simmons and RuPaul sit like that. He's gonna be one or the other. Either way, it's gonna be a first time in my family. And not saying nobody in my family ever been gay or rich. It's just whenever we found out, they moved far away. And by far away, I mean Atlanta. But it's weird though. He loves Halloween, and he loves it at the right time. Where you a kid, this is when you're supposed to dress up. Not like y'all weird asses. I know what y'all do. I ain't gonna call you out. But you know, and I think a bit of me is a little bit jealous, because I couldn't dress up as a youngin. I mean, I could have if we had money or something, but my mama didn't have no money, you know. So she just said, just go get the damn candy. And my sister, we gotta dress up like somebody. She said, well, y'all just switch clothes and go as each other. I got damn, we're not gonna go as each other. What are we, some local Richmond comics? Goddamn it. Shit, that shit is traumatizing as a kid. When like my mom was smart, and when she saved money, like even when she had money, she'd get shit and lie to us. Like I was 26 when I found out crab legs do not give kids heart attacks. Okay. Anyway, like, you know what I mean? I don't know if y'all got mamas like that will look you in the face and be like, we got McDonald's at home, and then go home and give you great value burgers. That shit is traumatizing. That's why I'm in therapy now. I got her ass back though. Cause I ride with my mama the other day, and she was like, can you stop at the pharmacy and give me some medicine? And I was like, we got medicine at home. And then I took her ass right on home, and I made her a big ass glass of ginger ale. That's medicine for black people. I don't know if y'all know that. That is medicine. It's for real. Like Canada Dry, that's the over the counter, you know what I mean? The Seagrams, that's the prescription strength, you know what I mean? And that Faygo, that's street shit. Don't drink that. You might have OD on that shit, you know what I mean? So I gave her a big ass glass of ginger ale, and that did not help her diabetes at all. So I'll give the rest to Charlie. Maybe his dream can come true. Yeah, Charlie, that Faygo, you want diabetes? Faygo. Drink all Faygo every day. The Faygo diet, it'll work for you. Just only buy your drinks from hood stores. Like, it's nothing healthy in a hood store. Just buy that shit. You'll be dead in no time. It's cool. It's Halloween. My wife wanted to decorate for Halloween, which is it's tiresome because we got so many decorations she want to put up, and not just in the house and in the yard. We got signs by the little garden bed, and then she take those down, put up some for Thanksgiving, and put that down, put up some for Christmas, take that down, put up some for Juneteenth, take that down, put up some for Pride Month. I was like, stop. We're gonna put a stop to this. It's too much. So I just went and got a rainbow colored Santa Claus hat, put it on a black skeleton, and we keep that bitch up all year round. Shit, I'm coming up with solutions, damn it. That's what we gotta do in this day and age, cause y'all see the world getting crazy out here, you know what I mean? Like, I used to be the type that joke on people for voting. I was like, shit, I probably should have registered. This is crazy, y'all better vote, goddammit. Like, I used to joke on people like, it's an illusion of choice, you dumbass. Like, I know illusion of choice. I use it on my wife. Like, you wanna have sex on the back porch or in the bedroom? Like, I'm not having sex on the back porch. All right, come on, let's go. Like, so that's how I know. Illusion of choice, it don't work. It's all good, but now I know I probably should go ahead and vote. And people like, just vote. Don't matter who you vote for, just exercise your right to vote, right? And then you tell them who you're gonna vote for. They be like, no, don't vote, you don't vote. Like, calm down. I don't even think Kanye West is running anyway. Listen, I teach a little comedy school at CSE Theater, and my first class that I ever taught is having a graduation show Thursday. So if you ain't doing nothing, it is part of the Culture Works, Arttober, RVA, Pay What You Can event show. So Thursday, even if you ain't got no money, come through. And it's Thursday at CSE Theater. And thank y'all for coming out. I love y'all.
Oh yeah, one more time for Moo, everybody. All All right, next up, coming to the stage. He looks like he just came from a country concert. I don't know. But he's going with a new look. Give it up. It's Prashanth Adele! Oh yeah, that was funny. Your next comic coming to the stage. I haven't seen her in a while, but she's very funny. Please give it up. Is that fucked up to say? I don't know. She's very funny. It's give it up. It's Kathryn Michael.
Keep it going. I just got out of the psych ward. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Cool. Yeah, I'm, a bit rusty, and I did just take an Ativan, so we'll see how it goes. I just found out I have a shellfish allergy. I know, bummer. God could tell I was getting too powerful, so he smited me with adult onset shrimp allergy. Yeah. But I don't know, I feel like now it's kind of like I have a whimsical way to kill myself. I can just rock up to any hibachi restaurant and just be like, send it, Chef Koji, I've seen enough. I've fucking seen enough. He closes my eyes, puts the onion volcano on my fucking forehead. I'm done. That's the way I want to go. Yeah. Now that it's getting cold out, I feel like we're seeing the return of the type of person I like to call soup girl. Does anyone here like soup? Yeah, we might have some soup girls. And just to be clear, soup girl is genderless. Anybody could be a soup girl. But I feel like sometimes I will text my friends and I'll be like, hey, you want to go hang out? And they're like, I'm making soup. Or hey, you want to go see this movie? They're like, I'm eating soup. And I'm like, okay. I feel like, the soup girl, 85%, if they had a Google Calendar, would be dedicated to soup. The other 15% watching Outlander reruns. Yeah, but they don't use Google Calendar. They write it all on the back of a Goodwill receipt. And I also have this working theory that in 2018, hoop girls, the girls that were just hula hooping in a public park alone, they transitioned to soup girls. Their bodies grew too weary. They went inside and they became soup girls. Yeah. And they, oh shit. I just deleted my note. No, I didn't. Yeah, soup girls, I feel like they're the only ones that know the last remaining Joanne Fabrics is only accessible via Forest Glen. They're like, come with me, shh. They drop their Kindle into the soup, it's kind of like a bay leaf. Yeah, and honestly, when the data centers eventually blow up, we're all, forced to wear our tearaway cargo pants off the grid. Don't look to the doomsday preppers with their canned corn. Look to the soup girl. Because she's in the kitchen. She's astrally projecting into the great cosmos. Talking with centuries of peasants. She's danced with Stregonona, broken bread with Baba Yaga. She will guide us into polyamory. You gotta keep warm for the end times, okay? Yeah, speaking of being cold, I have been single for a long time. I feel like I should be tested for resource guarding before I get into my next relationship. When a pit bull gets picked up off the street and sent into a shelter, they're like, okay, before we can put it in somebody's home, will it kill somebody if they try to eat its food? And so they put a dog bowl in front of them, and then they have this long stick with a fake arm. They just slowly, and they're like, oh, she failed. That would be me with a plate of mozzarella sticks. Yeah. But I mean, it kind of makes sense though, because my favorite position is doggy style. Am I right? Yeah, because I do hope to be dead in 7 years. Oh, yeah. I do believe in hog heaven, even though I am an atheist. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, I did briefly date a younger guy. Anybody into that? No, cool. Boo. Is he here right now? No, he's outside a bar interviewing people on TikTok. He's like, on a scale of 1 to 10, are females people? Are they? He's got like a baseball cap with the name Socrates, all caps on it. Talking his new hair growth supplement called Fortitude. Which, side note, who knew that the Joe Rogan Manosphere would have been foreshadowed by that dogs playing poker painting? Like, we were all too busy in 2003, reading the Da Vinci Code. We should have gone into our uncle's bathroom and stared at that painting and be like, that terrier looks like Theo Vaughn. I think that bowl of nuts is an allegory for Jordan Peterson's fucking diet. Okay. One last real quick one. I have this new theory. I feel like cuddling with a skinny guy is like sleeping on a park bench. Yeah, it's like, I think your collarbone was the prototype for hostile architecture. No homeless people allowed. Thank you very much. I'm Kathryn Michael.
Keep it going for Kathryn, everybody. All right, your next coming to the stage. I haven't seen her before, but I'm sure she's going to be very funny. Please give it up for Pam Ashe.
So I just want to thank you for those applauses. I'm not accustomed to getting them, mostly because I'm a child of the 70s. And back then, your parents weren't interested in building your ego or anything like that. It was more about you're in the way. So here's an example. When I was 3, I wanted to be a ballerina, and I told my parents, I want to be a ballerina. And I pirouetted everywhere to show them how talented I would be. Then they gave me the up-down look at my little chubby self and said, you're not built to be a ballerina. Pick something else. No, so there you go. A 1970s parent does not pursue the dreams with you. I even asked my mom years later, I'm like, Mom, how come you didn't encourage me in that dream? She said, I told you to pick something else. No. It's not my fault that you didn't. A 1970s parent, you were going to help raise yourself. Generation X, we're known as the generation that raised ourselves, mostly because our parents were always at work. So my parents really focused on survival skills. And when I was 8, the neighborhood bully decided I was the target. And she was beating the crap out of me, and I was spinning my arms like the fastest windmills you could ever see. Wasn't landing one slap, But then all of a sudden I hear, Maddi! And my mom's been watching what's been going on. I was running in the house, thinking I'm gonna get love and support. What I got was a spanking. You will not start a fight, but you do whatever to finish it. Okay, Mommy, okay. And you know what? And she goes, go back out there and win. So I got sent outside to continue to fight, but everybody is scattered. And I was like, okay, and I drug myself back inside. Both of my parents got their eyes cocked at me like, did you win? I was like, there was nobody there. All right. Well, the next time that bully came around, I did not start the fight, but I made sure I finished it. Woo! Because I was not getting another spanking. But spankings helped me to know that my parents really loved me because they took the time to pay attention. I was like, there you go, my parents were paying attention to me, I got a spanking. Well, I did learn some survival skills through those methods, and I survived the 1970s. All right? I moved right into the 80s. And one of the things, I was doing so well in school, straight A student, until I hit driver's ed. The bane of my existence. Why? I thought it was going to be so easy because my daddy taught me how to drive when I was 8 years old because he's a 1970s dad, and he was not going outside Nicole to move the car on street cleaning day, So that was my job. Grab the keys in the morning, go spin the car around the block, find a new parking space, leave it running, lock it, and come back in and give him his keys, and he was gone. Well, I thought, driver's ed was going to be so easy. I get into driver's ed, and guess what? There's something called a left turn. Not in my neighborhood, it was all right. And my teacher was insisting that I learn how to make a left turn. So I go back to my dad, and I'm like, Dad, they say I have to learn how to do a left turn. He goes, no problem, we'll do that this weekend. So what does he do? He takes me to the hilliest part of Williamsburg, Virginia, sticks me in a stick, and says, drive up the hill. I'm like, Daddy, I need to learn left-hand turns. Yeah, you're gonna drive up the hill and then we'll make a left. And I'm like, how do I do that? He's like, you have seen me pop the clutch before. Pop the clutch, put it in gear, drive up the hill. All the instructions you need. And I'm like, all right, Daddy, I really wanted to put him out that car. Well, I really wanted to shoot him, but can't do that. And I couldn't put him out the car because guess what? I wouldn't be able to drive up the hill. So I finally made it up that hill, and when we got there, I was like, fine, Daddy, can we do the left-hand turn now? He's like, it's your other right, Pam. What? It is your other right. Just use your other right, and then you will make the left-hand turn. I'm like, duh. How about that? So I went back to school on Monday, and I taught other people how to do the other right. I also taught them how to leave the car running, lock the door, and give the keys to your daddy. Because that's what you have to do. So I got through that and was like, great, I now know how to make a left turn. I am going to be so independent. I am so successful. And then I took an aptitude test, career aptitude test that told me I was going to be a psychologist or a lawyer or a consultant. And I wasn't interested in any of that because I didn't want to listen to people's problems. I didn't want to talk about TV's law stuff. And I didn't know what the hell a consultant was at that time. But little did I know, I ended up in HR. And what do? Listen to people's problems, talk about the law, and consult, which I now know means offering the best option. And the option I offered somebody today when they complained about having to work overtime was like, they kept arguing with me. And I said, you know what? I've explained the law to you. I've told you it's not outrageous to request that of you. And now, I'm going to give you your best option. I slid them a piece of paper that says, I resign. So when you want to know what your best options are, always talk to your HR person, because they're going to give you lots of info. Thank you all so much.
Keep it going for Pam, everybody. All right, your next comic coming to the stage. He's a bit of a wild card. You never know what he's going to do. Please give it up. It's, in a good way. Please give it up. It's John Jack Sebastian.
Hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah. I have had 2 beers. Whoa. And I did not realize that I was so hungry. I am a little more smashed than I thought I'd be. That is something that my dad blessed me with, was a very low tolerance. The last thing that my dad blessed me with was dying on Friday the 13th. Now, every single Friday the 13th, I get to just walk around and bait people like, huh, sure is an unlucky day today, huh? I hate Friday the 13th. And if I do that long enough, eventually someone will actually me, and I can hit them with, you fool! You have activated my trap card. This allows me to attack your life points directly. Later, I will play the spell card, Pot of Greed, because the satisfaction that I got from looking at your face makes me want to smoke 2 bowls to keep this high going. Halloween. I have some Halloween things. So how do we feel about pumpkin spice in this audience? I'm not a fan. That stuff will kill people. I prefer real pumpkin weed. Pumpkin spice makes me feel hollow. I can't read my own handwriting. Oh, hey, so we all know how everyone feels about black licorice. We all know how everyone feels about circus peanuts, but how do we feel about candy that tastes like medicine? Personal opinion, I love it. I like candy that tastes like medicine, and I also like just the medicine. When I was a kid, my little sister would literally hide her chewable pills under the couch, and it got so bad one time we had to take her to the emergency room. Meanwhile, whenever I got sick, I'd be doing a little jig like, secret candy, give it to me, I'm ready for it. Forgot what I was gonna say next. Oh yeah, so I'm drunk enough to go off script, but not drunk enough to start talking about semen retention. I love candy that tastes like medicine. I just love the medicine. Sometimes I'll just grab some Tums and just have them just because. What's it gonna do? Upset my stomach? So werewolves or vampires? Which one's sexier? The answer to this question is whether or not you are a sub or a dom. If you picked werewolves, you are a sub and also a furry. No yips, ands, or buts. Vampires, they establish a lot of good PR, trying to make you think they're Christian Grey with fangs, but they're that kid you went to high school with that was like allergic to everything. Like they're on an all-liquid diet because solid foods got too many health risks.
What is a vampire but a miserable pile of weaknesses?
Okay, I don't know where else that was gonna go. I literally cannot read my own handwriting. So I discovered something the other day. The male equivalent to astrology is having a football team. I'm a Capricorn, so the Eagles can suck me. I really don't care too much for either, but if I had to pick one of the two, I'll pick astrology because my parents had one of those big storks when I was a kid, so I know the exact time of day that I was born. I am a Gemini sun, a Aries moon, and a Scorpio rising. That's an air sign, a water sign, and a fire sign. And I smoked enough weed in the day where I got Earth covered too. I'm the Avatar. I'm gonna get off stage now.
Yeah, keep it going for John Jack Sebastian. All right, your next comic coming to the stage. She just moved here to Richmond. She's pretty funny. Give it up. It's Maddi Burrell. There, buddy, Maddi Burrell.
Thank you. I'm Maddi. I'm not beating the furry allegations. But no, I'm non-binary, and if you watch Fox News, those two things aren't much different from each other. If you don't know what non-binary means, it means I make life difficult, mostly for myself, but also for guys with truck nuts. If you don't know what truck nuts are, they are the graphically realistic metal balls straight men put on the end of their cars. And all I gotta say to that is, just get a real set of balls so I can pay for half of your mortgage. Please come out. I love being non-binary until I realized the only gender-neutral bathroom in the office is also the haunted storage closet. If you flush too hard, Reagan's ghost comes up and whispers, "Trickle down." And you get a little pee on your pants. I've been thinking about ghosts a lot more recently because I lost my partner earlier this year, which was a really big loss for me, and I'd like to give it some meaning. So I like to think that he died so I could have a second chance at a hoe face. Did you know the biggest cock blocker is self-respect? Okay. That was not a problem the first go around, also known as the summer I made friends with the nurses at the free clinic. Did you know if you get your punch card filled up, you can FaceTime them whenever you want? Carol, I know that you're at your grandson's wedding. No, I don't care that you're giving him away. Does this look like syphilis? She has to pay for her health care, okay? We live in America. I did get my first paranormal experience recently, just in time for Halloween. After months of yelling into the void and being in the news. No, not in the news, keep scrolling, in the ads. Labeled as the local hot nuisance near you. But yeah, I did the most, normal thing. I saw a ball roll across the ground, and I rolled over and said, "Fuck you, try again, and start with an apology." But I am non-binary and a widow, which makes me fun on dates. Being non-binary makes me a walking gender studies class, and I know it's annoying for you, but it's way more annoying for me, okay? I don't know what Judith Butler is saying, but I do know that WWE is drag for straight men. And guys, I'm really trying to relate to angry straight men, so I need you to know, I also hate Target. You hate rainbow capitalism, I hate rainbow capitalism. You don't have enough sex with women, I don't have enough sex with women. You think all drag queens should be all drag queens are carpeting our children, and I think all men with cargo shorts should be rounded up and put in a concentration camp. We both have daddy issues, and that was my time. Thank you.
Keep it going for Maddi, everybody. All right. Is everyone still having fun? Yeah. We got 2 comics left. We got 2 hilarious comics left. Your next comic, haven't seen them before, but I know that they are hilarious. Please give it up. It's Jackson P.
Wow. Calling myself a comic is a huge stretch, considering my first stand-up anything was 19 minutes ago. So a little bit about me. I'm a bartender. As a bartender, we deal with a lot of crazy shit from guests. One of my favorites is when an older white guy comes and sits at the bar and orders 4 of the worst cocktails you've ever heard of in your entire life, back to back to back, and then proceeds to give you a 1-to-1 Alex Jones impression. He's sitting there fucked up on Mick Ultras and Jack Daniels No. 7 going, "Do you know about the goblins? They're turning all the kids gay." And I go, "First of all, brother, they're not goblins, they're orcs, and they actually come from the Feywilds, and I need you to shut the fuck up about my people." I've bounced around a lot. Before I was a bartender, I worked in probably every industry you can think of. I was fast food, I was customer service, I was collections at a fucking law firm. I sold home handicap equipment. One of my favorite jobs was when I was working in an auto body shop, sanding cars for a summer. I was absolutely dog shit at it, but I was having a lot of fun and smoking weed the entire day, so that got me through. And working in an auto body shop, you meet a lot of, como se dice, kooky characters. Folks who, in a just world, would be given crayons and a coloring book and never made to work again, because these people cannot contribute to society. And as a white guy who looks and dresses the way that I do, I get a lot of false hope to racists. They see the Carhartt, they see the camouflage, they think I'm doing this shit because I'm part of the tribe. I'm doing this shit to get laid. Nothing will suck the wind out of a room faster than an older white guy confiding the N-word in you and thinking that you're on the level. It will absolutely detonate the conversation like nobody's business. You know, in my family, we have a lot of, on my dad's side, what I like to call Disney Christians, aka bad people. It's a problem when I take a walk and smoke a joint at Thanksgiving, but you and your cousin having a baby is in no way a reflection of God's ill will? Curious. What would Mickey Mouse have to say about that exact situation, I wonder? Man, I don't know. Should I do some crowd work? I've never really tried this before. What is it like being a non-binary and dating in Richmond? Is it fucking awful? Sorry, is there anybody in the crowd who's been dating in Richmond and is non-binary? Oh, sorry. Oh,
It's
man.
a lot easier up here than I was living in the 757. That's where I started doing comedy.
Oh, hell yeah. What are we, Hampton Roads, Newport News, Yorktown?
Chesapeake.
Oh, Jesus. The Chesapeake Ripper lives out there. That shit is fucking tragic.
Tell more.
I mean, you've never seen so many scared Caucasians living in one place, and they refuse to build anything above sea level and complain about flooding every year. I can't imagine fucking my sister and then building a house on the marsh and complaining about high tide. I think I'm running a little bit out of steam and I don't have any more material, but I appreciate the opportunity, you guys. Thank you very much.
Oh my God, keep it going for Jackson, everybody. All right, we're down to our last comic of the night. It's gonna be the craziest set. Your next comic coming up, she's crazy, she's insane, she's loves Halloween. Halloween's coming up. She loves ghosts and goblins and vampires and the movie Scream. Please give it up. It's Alethia.
Oh yeah, I give off major Halloween vibes, okay. Grace was like nobody dressed up, and I think that's kind of rude because look at me, I mean wait, what happened? You guys can hear me? Yeah. I'm a liberal Laura Croft. I mean, if she lived anywhere other than United States, she believed in lighter, more. What am I doing?
It's not you.
Y'all can hear me when I do that? Alright, I'll just do my whole set like this, okay? So I'm liberal Laura Croft, you know, gun control, you know, stuff like that. That's what I was starting off with. Let's see, I'm gonna try a bunch of shit. I feel like everybody's kind of getting tired and sleepy, so. I have a 4-year-old, right? Thing about having the kids is like people assume you love kids, right? You're like, you have a kid, they're like, oh, here's my newborn baby, right? Like, look at little, fuck the kid, okay? When you have a kid, it doesn't mean you like kids across the board. I'm gonna put that out there. I got a couple laughs on that. I'll work on that one. That one's. I worked in tech for a little bit. I worked at Comcast. I was a software engineer, right? Some people might say I'm a little bit smart, but I got a biopsy recently, and it was on my boob, if you must know about it. It was on my boob. And then the doctor was like, it's benign. And I was like, oh my God, it can't be. No, it can't. Guys, benign is good. Benign is good. Benign's a good word. I think some of y'all didn't know that either. Maybe I'm not the only dumbass in the room. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Benign is good, malignant bad, right? Keep that in the back of your pocket, because I didn't know. Both of them sound bad. Both the words sound bad. Kind of like that one. You have to keep the mic like right here. Okay. I'm in therapy. Is anybody else? You guys are like, I know. Yeah. I'm in therapy weekly, right? My therapist is like, you should come twice a week. I was like, she wants me. I knew it. this lady wants me. No, it's actually because I told her that the therapist before that, she was like, I'm gonna be gone for 3 months, right? Jail, immediately. If I'm going to you because of abandonment issues and you're like, I'm gone for 3 months. So I messaged her as anybody would do, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself if you don't see me. It was a joke, you guys. It's like a classic, like, if you break up with me, I'll kill myself joke. Both my therapists didn't get it. And I wrote that down. They were taking notes on me, I'm taking notes on them. I'm writing that one down. Good thing I'm at the open mic. Okay, yeah, got it. Spooky season. A lot of booze everywhere, right? Boo, boo, boo. You see booze everywhere? I'm like, maybe one of them will finish it. Boob. Put one extra letter. I'm interested in being led on. I like the chase. Okay, cool. Maybe we won't keep that, but Halloween's next week, so fuck that joke. Anyways, this is a true story. I was at Kroger the other day, and the cashier behind the register was like, "Are you a nurse? You have that look." I'm like, no, but also, don't love that, you know? Don't love that last comment that you made. And she's like, well, let me tell you this. I lived next to a nurse, and she worked through COVID, so she saw a lot of dead bodies, and it took a toll on her mental health, so she killed herself. Like, maybe I do have that look, you know? Are you talking to my therapist? That's what I asked her. Okay, cool. That was fun. Thank you so much.
All right, one more time for Alethia, everybody. Going for all the comics you saw tonight. That's the end of the show. This has been Benchtop Brewing. It happens here the fourth Tuesday of every month. The next one's happening on November 25th. Come on out. I probably won't be hosting, but Kade will be here. Other people will be here. Hilarious Comics will be here. It's a good time. Tip your bartender and get home safe. Thank you.